In the previous video, we ran into an issue where our mill didn't have any place to put the finished flooring because its warehouse was already full of floor. Of course, we fixed that by rushing it out the door to the docks to have it shipped, only to run into a new challenge. Well, the same challenge, actually, just in a different place. There's no room to put it on the docks. The docks are already full. So we don't get too boring, we'll fast forward through the part where there is a manpower shortage. The same worker shortage issues exist at this level too, but hopefully those have been made pretty clear by now. Instead, let's take a closer look at a new issue that's popped up: containers. Think of a container as just a big metal box. They can be more complicated than that, but in a lot of cases, it's just a big metal box. We need to put our flooring into one of these so that we can pack it neatly and evenly on a huge boat. If you know anything about boating, you understand why you don't want loose cargo sliding around the deck. Suffice it to say, we need to pack our floor into a container. So let's go grab one. Good luck with that. You'll have a tough time getting a container to put our flooring in because the containers are all on the other side of the world. The oversimplified version of global shipping is this: we buy from them, they put it in a container and send it to us. Then they buy from us, we put it in a container and send it back. Last year, something weird happened. Everybody hit the pause button halfway through the process. All of the things we had bought still arrived, but the containers sat empty because everything was shut down. Then, something very American happened. We got bored. We couldn't shop in stores anymore, so we started shopping online. They loaded stuff into containers and sent it, but they didn't buy from us at the same speed, so the empty containers stacked up. Now there's a weird issue where all the containers are in one spot and all the stuff that needs to go in them is somewhere else. Can't we just send the containers to where they need to go? Well, not really. We'll take a closer look at that in a different video. For now, just understand that our guys are standing at the docks with a big pile of flooring and there's no container to put them in. This container shortage has caused a new issue. Shipping companies are having to operate with fewer containers. Anybody that has containers now has a huge advantage. That means there's a premium price for space on the big ship. Keep in mind, this isn't a ship dedicated to the flooring industry. So our guys at the docks are having to compete with every purchase someone makes: TVs, shoes, cotton balls, tennis rackets, parts for spaceships, critical medical devices. This is where some of the uncertainty that you're experiencing starts to pop up. Great news! Our guys have secured space for 20 containers on the big boat. They call us up and let us know that 20 containers are on the way. There's one small problem. This is, of course, completely hypothetical and would never actually happen, but at the last minute, they're informed that there was only space for 8 containers on the boat. The other 12 will have to wait for the next boat. This is the beginning of the "you've got to be kidding me" that has been echoing up and down our supply chain for the last half year or so. Well, what happened that 12 containers didn't make it onto the big boat? There are a lot of answers to this question. Some are financial, some are political, some are simply human error. For our purposes, let's assume the best and say there was an emergency shipment of machines for intensive care units that were needed. So our space was bumped for critical medical equipment. We've still got to figure out how to get 12 more containers of flooring on a boat, but at least lives were saved. And hey, at least we've got 8 boxes of stuff on the boat that's leaving port. We can still fill those orders on time, right? Well, there's a problem. We'll explore that in the next video when we take a closer look at transit. Horizon Forest Products, the hardwood experts.